Hello everyone, welcome to Barca News. It is July 9th, 2024 and Lazio has entered the race for Vitor Roque. Also, it's being reported in the English media that Margiu could be loaned out to Sevilla. And this is important because it links to the next news, which is that Sevilla are trying to convince Ansu Fati to join their club. We have a lot to discuss, so let's begin. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Mo, and before we begin with the news, just a quick reminder to make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment. All of this helps this channel continue to grow. Also, if you are looking for any Barcelona jerseys or merchandise, make sure you hit the kickback. And if you are looking to place any sports bets, make sure you hit the Bet Us. Both links for kickback and Bet Us are down below the description. Now, I'm beginning this video with special coverage of the Euros as we've been doing throughout this entire tournament, because today, in what was a great match, Spain defeated France 2-1 in the semifinals of the Euros with goals of Lamine Yamal and Dani Olmo. And with this victory, Spain have officially advanced to the finals of the Euros, where they're gonna be facing off against the winner of tomorrow's semifinal between England and the Netherlands, which of course I'm curious to hear you guys' predictions. Who's gonna win tomorrow? Is it gonna be England? Is it gonna be Netherlands? I think Netherlands have been more convincing than England this tournament, but at the same time, England do have some pretty good players, so they can push through the final. So again, I want to hear you guys' predictions, so let me know down below. Now, I just mentioned that Lamine Yamal was the one who scored Spain's first goal, and with that goal, our own Lamine Yamal has officially made history because he has become the youngest player to score in the history of the Euros. Amazing feat by the youngster. He was already the youngest player to start in the history of the Euros, and now he is the youngest player to score in the history of the competition. But that's not it, because Lamine Yamal today was able to break a 66-year-old record, a record held by no other than Pele himself, because he has now become the youngest player to start in a semi-final of a major tournament, a record previously held by the King Pele himself when he started in the semi-finals of the World Cup in 1958. And now Lamine Yamal has broken that record that lasted for so long. So Lamine Yamal continues to accumulate record and continues to prove that he's definitely a generational talent and the most exciting young talent in the entire world. Now, more special coverage because today Argentina defeated Canada 2-0 in what was an easy match for the Argentines, and they have now officially advanced to the finals of the Copa America. So Messi will play yet another final, and they're gonna be facing off against the winners between Colombia and Uruguay, which will take place tomorrow. And again, I'm curious to hear you guys' predictions. Who do you think is gonna meet Argentina in the final? I think it's gonna be Colombia, but again, let me know down below in the comment section. Now back to FC Barcelona news, because it's reported that Lazio have entered the race for Vitor Roque. Now, as you know, Vitor Roque cut his vacation short and came back to the Ciudad Esportiva, where he has been training with his own trainer that he's paying out of his own pocket, because he wants to be ready for the preseason. He wants to impress Hansi Flick and earn a spot on the first team. Barcelona are very confident that the Brazilian can indeed convince Hansi Flick that he is worthy of a spot on the first team. However, in case Flick believes that Vitor Roque is not ready yet, or in case Barcelona cannot register the contract of Vitor Roque for the upcoming season, the club are open to send them out on loan, but it's going to be on loan only. No option or obligation to buy, no permanent transfer. Barcelona still believe in the player, so even if they are forced to offload him, it's going to be on loan only. And it's reported that Lazio have entered the race for the player, and they're awaiting to see what's going to happen with the future of the Brazilian. Now, Lazio were in talks with Manchester United to sign Mason Greenwood. Those talks have fell through, so Greenwood is not headed to Lazio, and therefore they are now ready to pounce on Vitor Roque again, but only if Barcelona decide to loan him out. Now, Lazio are not the only team interested in Vitor Roque. Napoli and Fiorentina are also awaiting what's going to happen with the Brazilian player. And of course, the person who will have the final say in regards to Roque's future will be our German coach, Hansi Flick. Now, speaking of loans, we do have to talk about Margiu, and you might be wondering, why are we talking about Gu? He's not even a Barcelona player anymore. Well, it is tied to the next story, but let's talk about Margiu first. As you know, Chelsea signed him recently after paying his €6 million release clause. Of course, Gu announced that he was leaving Barcelona because he was excited about Chelsea's project, which I think it's a bunch of bull. Chelsea were offering him 3 times the salary that Barcelona were offering him. So it's clear that he left for money. And it's even more clear that he left for money because, as I reported before, as soon as Gu was going to arrive at Chelsea, they were going to loan him out. And well, now English media are reporting that Gu could end up in Sevilla. And this is where it ties into the next story, which is in regards to Ansu Fati, because it's reported that Sevilla are currently in talks with Ansu Fati's entourage to try to convince the player of joining them. Now, as you know, Barcelona are not counting on Ansu Fati. They believe that he's not going to be able to recover his form from before his injuries. They also have a big problem with his salary, where it's an ascendant salary. It's going to be at €12 million this upcoming season. However, Ansu Fati is convinced that he can earn a spot on the first team. He cut his vacation short. He's also been training at the Ciudad Esportiva. However, if Barcelona don't count on Ansu Fati, he's not looking to cause any problems. He is willing to leave. And his father is very much in favor of Ansu joining Sevilla. Sevilla would like to have him. So they are now in talks with the entourage of Ansu to try to convince the player to join their project. As you know, they just signed Garcia Pimienta, the former Barca Athletic coach, and who is, I guess, trying to assemble a Barca Athletic at Sevilla, because Sevilla are very close now to finalizing the signing of Carles Aleñá, someone who came up through the academy. They're very close to finalizing the loan of Ilaix Moriba, again, another person who came up through the academy. They're looking to sign Margiu on loan, which again, also came out through the academy. And with that, they're trying to convince Ansu Fati to join them because they're building a project based on youngsters, but more importantly, mostly youngsters who have come from the academy. So Sevilla are going to be using that as an argument in their favor to try to convince Ansu to join their club. Anyways, that is all the news for this video. I'm going to be uploading another video immediately. Lots of news today. I know this video is a little bit late, but I was watching the Euros and I was watching the Copa America. But anyways, another video coming, so stay tuned to the channel. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment. And as always, peace, Barça.